Namaste. Namaste. What's up, people? What's up? What's uppers? Oh man, how's your retrograde going? Crazy. So, how's the week going? Hope y'all had a good week. Hey, Tosh, how are you? I just found something about Illinois too that you really are going to need to pay attention to. If you don't have a GAT, you better get one. Let me see if I can find it. A friend of mine who lives in Chicago, he posted this. Now I think I can post it, or I can at least show it to you, because it's a TikTok video, and as far as I know, those videos aren't like copyrighted or anything like that. Then they're cursed an ATM. Man, what the ATM do to you? Yeah, I was feeling like that. A client just got on my nerves, and I'm like, damn, Mercury retrograde. So everything's intense, and yeah, everything's intense. Communication. Looks like somebody just texted me. No matter how much I prepare for a retrograde, it still affects the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The ATM wouldn't give you your money? Oh wow. That's crazy. Hopefully you got that straightened out though. I mean, it's your money though. So trying to wait for a few more people to come in. Or like Monique says, come on in, my sweet babies. Oh, she corny. She corny with that shit. But anyway, let me see if I can. As a matter of fact, I know I can. I don't think a TikTok video is copyrighted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and you can hear it for yourself. And I was like, oh shit, this is the shit we've been warning about too. So let me see. There we go. It's right there. Share sound. And here we go.
No, now you know. You better pay attention, because in Chicago, starting January 1st, 2023, guess what? Second-degree murder, kidnapping, any of these things are no longer detainable. They will no longer put these people in fucking jail. They will arrest them, take them to court, book them, and let them go. Cash bond no longer exists in Chicago after January 1st, 2023. The purge is here, people. Illinois is going to be the new crime capital of the world. You better fucking pay attention and stop calling me a conspiracy theorist.
What do you say about that? 6 attempts and a phone call to corporate. Damn, I would never go to that ATM ever again, Tosh. Ever. But did you hear what he said about purge? Oh, it's a lot of shit getting ready to go down, though. But, you know, us conspiracy theorists don't know what we're talking about. Clubhouse. Clubhouse was a success, a major success. If you are of a certain age and you remember the party line. This is what I think Clubhouse is just like, except it's an app. Back then, we didn't have smartphones. Okay. You had one phone or a couple phones in your house. That was it. You had to go in the house to use the phone. Okay. I remember when it was time for me to go in the house, I get on the party line. There'd be a bunch of people on there talking, just talking, you know? And if you and someone else kind of hit it off and y'all like the way each other sounds, y'all go off in private. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go off in private. I forgot how you actually do that, but you go off in private and y'all have a conversation. And I hooked up with a couple females like that. You know what I mean? Clubhouse is just like this, except there's a room and you have a chat room where you can type also. And I was on there with Oracle Civil, and it was a major, major success. It went for 5 hours. Kid you not, 5 hours. I was on this app because she was asking me questions. I was the featured guest. And man, a lot of traffic came to my store and people asking Kalel or Konami about me. You know what I'm saying? I was really blessed and honored to be a part of that. And I was on a natural high for the rest of the night. 5 hours, y'all. 5. I was on there for 5 hours. You know? So let me see if I can. Let me see how I can do this. I don't know how to link Clubhouse with YouTube because I'm trying to figure that out so I can simultaneously broadcast to YouTube as well as Clubhouse at the same time. So if I go to my name, I think, and I'm still new to this. Let's see. Called Clubhouse. There's no video, but there's plenty of conversations based on your preferences. Like there's rooms that open up and there's people in here who talk and y'all just have conversations. I've seen all kinds of rooms open up. And let's see. I wish I knew share replay. Copy the URL. And then let me see if I can do it this way. Then maybe y'all can. So bear with me a second while I try to put the link to this, because you can do replays. I'll see if I can put the replay inside the chat box here. Give me a second, just a second. I think I got it. Ah, there we go. There we go. Give me a second, just a second. Yes, y'all. It was a roaring success. What's up, Empress KK? Your phone been tripping? Yeah, tripping. I've been in a, not a grouchy mood, but a client pissed me off, and I've been in a fucking mood ever since then. What's up, Anubis, the opener of ways? How are you? Yes. If you have time, thanks, Tosh. Appreciate that. If you have time, check that replay out. It was a success. It was really a good success. I haven't been interviewed that often, other than the Galactic Talk. but that was an interview, and I think I did pretty well, if I do so say so myself. So if you get a chance, check that out. There's only a couple ways that I know to get through a retrograde. Meditate, relax, release, all the R's, rest. There's mantras you can do, but I don't know many of you who's going to do that many mantras. I know some of y'all do work with mantras, but it's a lot. So give me a second. Sorry about that. All right. So to get through a retrograde, there's another retrograde too. It's not just Mercury retrograde. There's a couple planets in retrograde right now. So y'all remember this book, right? Look, cover's torn. Mystical Formula. To get through a retrograde, let me see. Mantras for Mercury. Yeah, I don't know if any of you are going to actually do this. Now, you know, retrograde is 21 days. You recite the following mantra 9,000 times within 21 days. Now, this is doable. All right, this is doable. Om, Brahm, Bream, Brahm, Sa, Budhaya, Nama. Okay, takes a couple seconds to chant that. All right. You probably could break it up throughout the day, but 9,000 times within 21 days. That's Om, Brahm, Bream, Brahm, Sa, Budhaya, Nama. Is what? 7 words. Okay. This other one, you got to recite for 14,000 times within 21 days. I'm not even going to try and read that. Is this one. My shit is all torn up now. Is that mantra right there. Peace to the brother Kunami. He's in here. He represented as well on that Clubhouse app. If it wasn't for the brother putting that together, it wouldn't have happened. So peace and blessings, my brother Kunami. Namaste. Just talking about the retrograde to start this off. The sun has come back out in Texas. It has stopped raining and is back to its hot self. Are you finding people more interested in real occult study on Clubhouse, or is it just curiosity? That's the thing. I have not found a room yet. Now, just check this out. I've not found a room yet that is dedicated to just that. I've not yet. Okay. Konami might know one. I haven't. Okay. I think the interview we had the other day was an introduction to metaphysics. All right. If you don't know, Konami has a great school, gematria and occult study. He has a great school. Okay. Like I said, he put that together, and I was on it. I was totally touched and honored to be on there. Okay. Time to move that book to a PDF file. Yeah, absolutely right. I think I do have it, but I like physical books still. I know it's tore up though. It's just the cover. I tend to hold on to shit way longer than it needs to be held on to. You're right. Time to move it to a PDF file. You know. I'm still trying to learn the app, Tosh, to answer your question. So I'm not sure just yet. Okay. Remember, I'm always saying that people in general are just curious. There's not a whole lot of people, in my experience, there's not a whole lot of people who are truly interested in learning the occult arts. Okay. People want it now. They want power now, and they don't realize you have to work for it. I know someone who claims to be all these things now, and I know goddamn well They just started within the past 2 years. But now they all these things. And I saw them on Clubhouse. And I'm like, why? What the fuck for? See, people are still taking this for granted. They're still showing no respect for the occult arts. And I fucking can't stand it. I know I say I don't care, blah, 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 but I hate it. I hate the fact that you got TikTok witches. The fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? They act like traditional ways don't matter. And traditionally, you'll probably get tired of hearing me say this, but traditionally, you had to study at the foot of a master to learn the occult. Okay? You couldn't go to a Google or to a one book and all of a sudden you're a master. People are still doing this bullshit. That's why I say, if you're truly interested, know who you're getting your information from. There's so many scammers out here. You know what I mean? What's up, Kathleen? How you doing? I'm looking at my phone. Instead of going to the computer, I'm looking at my phone and shit. Peace, Brandy. Namaste. Namaste. Much thanks. It was an honor. No, it was an honor for me, brother. It was an honor for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. You know, so I mean, we had a great time, y'all. We really had a great time. And at the end, for the last hour, we was reciting poetry. We was doing poetry pieces. That shit was fun. The whole show was a whole lot of fun. I was up for the rest of the night talking to my wife, and you know, I was just on cloud 9 after that. You know, so yeah. Oh, yes. Check this part out. On to another subject. So, there's a trailer for this movie coming out called Bros, B-R-O-S, B-R-O-S. Now, I'm not allowed to show it because I know that's copywritten, that's trademark. But when I saw this 2-minute trailer, I was like, here it is. This is it right here. The agenda is so blatant. You got to see it. It's called BROS, Bros. It's coming out next year. Okay. And in the trailer, one of them says, yeah, I remember, you know, when people were straight. You know what I'm saying? This is the future they envision, y'all. Everything fake, everything gay. It is what it is. I know people still don't think that's an agenda, but that's how we are at this point now, because people still don't want to listen to people like myself or Kunami, who's actually been trying to warn them. So it is what it is. But when I saw it, my heart sank. I'm like, I knew it. I fucking knew. I knew that this was coming sooner or later. I knew it. Check the trailer out. It's called Bros. I guess this might be a good time and place to ask you to be our special honor host for our monthly poetry slams. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, and more yes. Yes, I would be honored to do some poetry. I really would. You know, I hooked up with Candy Acid Rain, who I hadn't seen in so long, but she happened to be in the room that night. And I was like, I only remember one person with that particular name, and she was a fantastic poet. Fantastic. And when she performed her poems, I'm like, that's the Candy Acid Rain that I remember. She was dynamite when it came to the pen. You know what I'm saying? So I was a part of her, the verbal artist, long time ago. Okay, when Facebook wasn't jumping back then, the thing to do was MySpace back then. And I would be on that site for hours just reading these dynamite poets. You know what I'm saying? So Everything is divine timing. I just looked down at the computer clock and it's 444. Can you believe that shit? I looked at as it turned 444. Everything is numbers too. That's why I say get with Konami. He is more on, he can tell you more about gematria. I mean, as it relates to that person that died yesterday, the gematria is all over that. I'll get to that shortly. Yes, population control. Absolutely. Absolutely. And purging and all this other shit. Y'all got anything good going on for the weekend? Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, people. Speaking of population control, excuse me. Sorry about that. That was nasty. But I drink coffee all day. So yes, we talked about that all night. It was ordained. It really was. It really was ordained. That was a special night. I should have advertised it more. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. Because I don't really, that's part of me being a Virgo. We don't solicit ourselves as much as we should. Like, I don't solicit my services to people, Usually word of mouth gets that. Okay, that's a worker you may need to work with. He has integrity, he's not going to fuck you over. He's going to actually work on your case. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, we coming into a attention-based economy, meaning the more attention you get, you can profit off the attention you get. You see what I'm saying? And who else will benefit from that? Can y'all give a hint at who would benefit from attention-based economy? I heard this term from what's that guy's name that I told you about? He has a great channel, young guy with dark-skinned guy with he has a beard. What's his name? The Poor Man's Podcast. Okay. Poor Man's Podcast. He says, and I quote, he did this 2 weeks ago. Social media has made the world an attention-based economy, meaning the more attention you get, the more money you can make. Women have an advantage in this new economy because women have always lived in an attention-based economy. Social media has just made it more accessible and easier to directly monetize. At this point, America is one big billboard that must sell by any means. Women tend to buy more stuff, so the female narrative will always be catered to. I have yet to see a feminist get banned for misandry. I don't know how to say that word. Misandry, although they make direct calls for violence. By the way, this is not just about Andrew Tate. He got a lot of comments, 924 comments from that. Okay. Black Mirror. If you ever watch Black Mirror had an episode just like that. Okay. Just like that. Black Mirror had an episode where things that you do get you docked or you gain popularity some kind of way. Black Mirror is an excellent series. If y'all not watching it, you are really missing out. Okay. Black Mirror is on it, Hey, Donna Dash, how are you doing? Good to see you, as always. Black Mirror, I gotta find which episode. I don't like just saying stuff, not being able to reference, but Black Mirror has an episode where this woman is rushing to get her points up because she kept doing stuff, things kept happening, and her points were docked off of her. It's an interesting episode, but Black Mirror foretold this. It foretold a couple of things. Okay. Yeah, but Andrew took it way too far. He was talking about sex trafficking people. It's one thing to say men should be the leaders and women to submit. It's another thing to talk about trafficking people. Oh, I agree. I don't know who Andrew Tate is. to be quite honest. I didn't know what he was talking about. But what I thought was interesting was his statement about attention-based economy. I'm great, Donna. Thanks for asking. Namaste. My life all day. I know what episode. Okay, I'll come right back to you, Kathleen. Donna says, I know what episode you're talking about. She was trying to get points to live in the luxury condo. I think that's what it was, or she was trying to attend a wedding or something. I can't remember it. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but that might be it, Donna. Kathleen says, my life all day since 2012, 111, 11, 11, 22, 33, right. Yep, stop shopping, ladies. That's how it would be. Merits that will determine how you would get money. I was told this when I was 9 by the town crazy. I was 9. 9 is a very significant number. Okay, 9 is the number of completion. 9 in Magick is very magical. If you want something to manifest, write it down 9 times. Okay, 9 times. That's a very 3 is a magical number, so is 9. Okay, so is 13. All right, and so it's 7, but in a negative way. All right, numbers matter. As far as the occult, numbers matter. It was both. She was trying to attend the wedding and get the condo. Okay, yeah, Donna knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, Black Mirror be foretelling a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. Get on that Black Mirror episode. Now, it's funny that we talk about Black Mirror, right? And Anthony Mackie did some gay shit on one of the episodes with the guy who just played Candyman. Okay. Where they was meeting virtually. They was meeting in different bodies, fucking. They started off fighting, but then they was meeting and fucking. So I guess you couldn't call it gay because they weren't really there doing it, and they were in other bodies. One was a woman, one was a guy. Okay. And it was so real to them. They kept meeting, right? But it wasn't no gay shit. Okay. They tried to kiss, like, nope, I don't feel nothing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I found it interesting that Black Mirror decided to have 2 Black men do that. But not interesting at all. You know what I'm saying? Not interesting. It's not surprising. That's what they do. I'm going to read the St. Cyprian PDF over the weekend. Thank you. I'm going to check out Black Mirror. St. Cyprian gets that shit done, y'all. Yes, that's another saint. If you like working with saints instead of angels or demons, St. Cyprian is the one you should work with. He's a Berber. He's a bishop who practiced magic. And so what Anubis is talking about is the grimoire of St. Cyprian. It's a fantastic piece of work. It is. Very black magic. Very. Did he really? Okay, so what I'm responding to is Donna said Lil Nas X had his penis out at the VMAs. So Lil Nas X had his penis out at the VMAs. Dora pause. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. He was hiding his crotch with a purse. Wow. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all paying attention? But get this. This is what he also said, Donna. I read it yesterday. I was in one of those clubhouse rooms talking to some folks, and I was like, but check this out. Lil Nas X says he's tired of being gay and misses women. Now, what kind of a statement is that to make if you were really gay? If you were actually just purely gay, what kind of a statement is that to make that you miss women? Okay, this shows you puppet, industry puppet. That's it. Okay, they have an agenda to serve. That's it. I don't like none of them motherfuckers, to be quite honest. And people were laughing at it like it was cute. Not only him, they got him wearing their purses now, and the Boondocks did predict this with Lil Riley wearing Gangstalicious clothes. One of the things was a purse. You know what I'm saying? The running back for the Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott. Not only did he have a half shirt, he also had a purse. I bullshit you not. Right hand to all the deities I know. All the deities I know. He was wearing a purse. Yeah. Okay. Kathleen says, I'm done. The world is going to hell in a handbath. I ain't heard that in a long time, Tosh, for real. I need the aliens to go ahead and beam me up. For real. Watch the George Clinton little series called Cosmic Slop. They came back and got all of us, all melanated people. It is the very first story. Robert Guillaume is in that episode. Cosmic Slop. Hi, Lydia. Good to see you. Lydia Morton. Right. Tosh made a good point just now. Tosh says, and what was so hilarious about Gangstalicious was that he was a caricature of 50 Cent. And guess who does the voice? Mos Def. Mos Def does Gangstalicious voice. I know some people just came in the room. Mr. TV. Oh, wow. I ain't seen you in a minute. Peace. There is the divine whore herself, Oracle Sybil. Blessings. Blessings. Peace and blessings. And she hosted that room I was telling y'all about on Clubhouse. She's an awesome moderator. And, you know, I got to thank her again and Konami for having me on it. I was so blessed and had such a great time. If you got 5 hours to spare, please check that Clubhouse interview out. Okay. Where were we? The gay agenda? Was we talking about that? And then Nikki had her sex bot performance. It was too much. I bet that's what she always does. She's been a Barbie doll program sex kitten since the beginning. Right, Kathleen, in Cosmic Slop, you had to be darker than a paper bag to ride. Yeah, because Black people exist on other planets. We're not just Earth people. They're Black people from other planets. They're Black stargates that I've tapped into. Donna, I'm glad you brought that up. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely correct. We are everywhere, literally. We are literally everywhere. And I believe in my heart, and from what I've studied and researched, that magic is a gift from other beings to us, to the so-called gods and goddesses. Those were our ancestors. Those were our real ancestors, okay? Those are real people, real beings, I should say, okay? They pass down this stuff to us. That's how you make it out of this matrix. You'd actually absolutely need spiritual sight to be able to see some of the things that I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's going to be like I'm talking a bunch of rat shit. You know what I mean? So if you, Donna, if you look at my past interview with the elder Azazel Bey, he speaks a lot about that. He is an elder, a friend, a mentor, and he's been in this a whole lot longer than I have been. So he speaks on it, and he actually writes about it in his comic. So check that out when you have a chance. I think it was almost a year ago. It was almost a year ago. I was honored to have the elder Azazel Bey on here. I really was. Yes, Tosh, that's Mos Def's voice, Gangstalicious. Yeah, I was floored too when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, wow. You're welcome, Sybil. Oracle Sybil is what her name is on Clubhouse. Get with her, and she hosts some great rooms. Peace to all, Ty. Yes, Donna, look into that interview. Please do. Look into that interview. He speaks about, this is what I'm saying about spiritual sight, because if you don't have spiritual sight, much of what the elder said will sound like a bunch of crazy talk. He speaks about aliens, okay? He speaks about aliens, okay? But you got to understand that those aliens are ancestors. You are the alien. We're not from here. We're from elsewhere. He speaks about that, but I like for him to go into that. He's done a whole lot more work in that area than I have. So, you know, I don't like to speak unless I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yes, he was my friend on Facebook. Yes, yes. Yep, I know about a planet full of immortal superpower Black women. It's an all-women planet. All right, so you're gonna make me pull out his comic book. Give me a second. This is the Azazel Bey, the Azazel Bey comic book Nirvana. Okay. As you can see, I've done much reading on this comic book. Love the quality of the paper. He has information like this on it. Other planets. Look at this shit here. He's talking about other planets and the beings that inhabit those planets. Okay. He talks a lot about different atmospheres, different solar systems. Look at this. I had never heard of some of these things before. I mean, no, I don't get me wrong. I'm not completely ignorant to it, but he's done so much more in-depth research. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's expensive, but totally worth it. Okay, it's some great paper on which this stuff is printed on. Okay, over 30 years worth of knowledge that he's collected. I have much respect for him. If you can't tell, when I interview him, is coming from a place of sincere respect and admiration. My daddy did. He was my greatest teacher. He was in Roswell. The name is Nirvana. Okay. Nirvana. All right. Oh, speaking of which, Kathleen, the last season of American Horror Story, the last 4 episodes, there was 2 stories, right? The last 4 episodes was the alien story. This is what you call disclosure. Okay, they're disclosing what actually happened. They're not going to say that, but this is what happened. Okay, and the alien, they show the alien as a black woman. Y'all got to check out American Horror Story. I try to get people to watch this. I'm like, look, just at least watch the last 4 episodes when they talk about aliens. I sound like a crazy person. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. Okay, cool. I'll be that. I know, Ty, I can't wait for volume 3. I got 2 of them. I got volumes 1 and 2. I can't wait for 3. Yep, I always thought those women were imaginary characters I imagined and drew, but they actually reached out to me. Put the book up again. All right, here we go. He also has a section on here in dreams. His volume 3 is going to be about sex magic, which he does. He has done extensive work on sex magic, just that. Everything occultists say that people called us crazy for is coming to pass. We can't be crazy if all the shit with the celebrities is true. Absolutely. And just like I said, they was going to bring it out slowly. They wasn't going to do it all at one time. And I think that's what people was expecting. They was expecting for everything to just happen. I was like, no. They have a 10-year plan, people. They have a 10-year plan on which they're going to bring all this shit out. 10 years. We're in year 3 of 2. We're in year 2. Okay? And look at all the shit that you're seeing. Look at all the shit that you're seeing. Okay? And occultists are the last line of defense. I've noticed, though, if you are going to come to an occultist for spiritual work, make it early in your case where it's not at the last minute. The reason I say that is because it's like an occultist is the last line of defense. Okay. For one thing, people still don't really believe, to be quite honest. People still really don't believe in that, which is fine. Okay. Which is fine. But, you know, people come to us as a last resort. Okay. You don't have a lot of honest people out here. You have a slew of scammers. Okay. A slew of scammers and people looking just to get over on other people, which is fucking sad. It is sad. Okay? The occult was never meant for that. It was never meant to be mainstream, ever. And I know I said this before in the last live, what is occultism? I feel like I keep needing to repeat it. So no, I'm kind of passionate about it because it took me so much hard work to get where I'm at. And for people to just come on here and Google a spell and then they'll start charging people to perform that spell. This is the kind of fuckery that's going on in the occult community. I've seen it happen. Okay. I've seen it happen. All right. Sorry. Didn't mean to go and start venting again. I have done, where did it go? I saw I've done great things with sex match. So have I. Absolutely. You see the Queen death? Yeah, I saw it. I believe that she died the first time when Jason and Lee announced it. They're harvesting for the portal that's opening in the full moon. Absolutely. And by the numbers. All I'm going to say about that is by the numbers. This is where Konami comes in because of the gematria. With gematria, and when you learn how to use it, you can decode a lot of shit. Okay. She died at the age of 96. All right. One of the Prince Hall Freemason halls is number 96. All right. The Buffalo Bills played last night. They played LA. Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. He is 96, in gematria. September 8th, the birth of the Virgin Mary. Birth of the Virgin Mary in the time of Virgo. She happens to die on that day. Okay. She died 140 days after her birthday. All right. If you put Queen of England in gematria, it comes to 140. Okay. I told y'all numbers are significant. All right. Oh, I think I have something else to show y'all. That's why I don't pay. You don't need to pay to learn spell work. It's all in our subconscious mind. Facts. Absolutely, Ty. Absolutely. Numbers of the universe. I looked up her name. Her name is Owl and many other things related to the devil. Absolutely. Numbers play a big part of this, people. A big part. Okay. So was it ritualistic? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to see what was I watching? I was watching something earlier about her. Yeah. All right. Take a look at this. Let me show y'all this real quick. It's like 59 seconds. Always pay attention to numbers. It is in your best interest to learn gematria. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That the Queen died at 96 years old. And that's actually the same number as the oldest Freemasons Hall in all of the UK. And that number actually matches the number that the illumination of the moon will be tonight, the same day as her death. This conspiracy theory suggests that the Queen didn't die today. She actually died close to a year back, and they were using a body double to wait till this date so they could get the significance of the symbolism of the numbers I just showed you. Now that King Charles took her place, him and Schwab's Great Reset plan can really kick into high gear. Or you'll own nothing and be happy. Live under a one-world government where they have absolute power. And since world leaders across the globe have been resigning, it's leaving a big hole that the New World Order will have to fill, which according to wilder conspiracy theories, suggests he who fills the throne is the Antichrist. And this is the beginning of the end. What do you think?
And there you have it. Absolutely. Told y'all, get with Kunami and his gematria school. It is, I mean, again, yes, you need spiritual sight to be able to see, okay, past the mundane. But you also need to know a little bit, at least the basics about gematria and how numbers work. They do everything according to events and numbers, okay? But they know the masses still do not believe anything. So they do what they want to do, okay? Now I'm gonna give y'all one spell and then I'm gonna end this because I gotta do something. I know people still may be uncomfortable with, I don't say Arabic spells or Arabic words, but shit works. Can you ask for more than that? All right, so this spell is a spell for wealth, okay? It's called a Baburiziki. I can't say it. It said that whosoever recites the prayer once after every 5 of the obligatory prayers of the day, Allah will bless him with wealth. But health is wealth. And whosoever recites the prayer verse after the Friday afternoon prayers, his debts will be quickly paid and he will feel himself as one of the richest among the rich. The wealth gained should be used for the common good, and a reasonable portion ought to be given to charity. And this is that spell. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. Or you can look up this word. Remember, there's an app for Muslim prayers. It will alert you every time a prayer is supposed to be given. They pray 5 times a day. So you pray this prayer. After each one of those prayers, you will be granted wealth. Okay? So believe it or don't. All right. But Muslim, or I should say, Sufi prayers or Sufi spells are very powerful, very potent. Okay? Y'all got that? I heard someone on B Miles 84 channel say the Queen been. I thought that, Amir. I thought she'd been passed away. I thought that. But, you know. And 911 is coming up too. Absolutely. Yes, it is. So the video about her dying over a year ago makes sense. Star Goddess, what's going on? I am actually studying numbers now. This may be wrong to say, but I'm not a Christian, so the Antichrist doesn't worry me. I feel you, Tosh. I feel you. Okay? I feel you. All right. What are you saying no to, Kathleen? Absolutely. I try to give. I think honestly, I've been kicking myself in the ass because I'm like, I'm giving out way too many spells on here, to be honest. You know. But they're harmless spells. They're harmless, they're powerful, they're potent. You know, I dig everywhere. So I got plenty of resources. So sometimes the Virgo in me says I should share. In the movie The Naked Gun, the Queen was almost killed. Pay attention to these movies, y'all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I forgot about that. I was a big old fan in the Naked Gun movies. They even show how they program people because they had Reggie Jackson about to kill the Queen. Yeah, Reggie Jackson. That's a good one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. The Sufi, the woolly-haired one. Absolutely. Remember, there's an esoteric and an exoteric. Exoteric is for the masses. I'm sorry. Esoteric is what the masses. Exoteric is what the elite use. Okay. So in Islam, you got Islam, right? Regular Islam, but then you also have Sufism. But they study in secret. Okay. In Christianity, you got the prayers and all that worship and blah, blah, blah. But you also got Gnosticism. Okay. And what else am I forgetting something? Jewish Kabbalah. Is it Kabbalah? And then you have the clip off. Is that, am I saying this right? All right, I need to come back to that one. But even in Judaism, there's a hidden side to it. See what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to get off of here. I think I bothered y'all long enough. I just wanted to come and talk to y'all real quick. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all interaction. Everybody who showed up, I appreciate you. Okay, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And stay safe. And as always, I am. There's only one me, Magick LaCroix. Namaste.